Hey everyone, Carson here with Studio McKay, and in this video we are taking a look at the AKASO Brave 7 and 5 unique shots that you can get with action cameras. So let's go ahead and start unboxing this thing and see what it comes with. Currently this camera comes in at around $169.99 USD, and at the end of the video I'm going to give you a 20% off discount code that you can use if you would like to purchase one for yourself. Now I should mention that AKASO did send me this camera for review, however they have not told me what to say or influence my opinion in any way. This is my unbiased opinion of the AKASO Brave 7. Alright guys, so the AKASO Brave 7 comes with a ton more accessories than I was expecting, giving us a lot of options when it comes to mounting this in unique and creative places. If we compare it to the size of a DSLR camera, we can clearly see that the AKASO is way smaller, giving us way more options in terms of where we can place this thing. So here are 5 unique shots that you can get with the AKASO Brave 7. All right, starting with number 1, we have POV shots. These are super popular all over social media, and they give the viewers the perspective that the creator is seeing. These are shots where generally the action camera is mounted to either your chest or your head in some way, where you can give the viewer that perspective. All right, so number 2 is object tracking. There's really 2 ways to go about this. You can go ahead and try to track an object with your hands, or you can attach 2 objects to a rig of some sort. These shots can be challenging, but they're a lot of fun to pull off. And one feature that really helps is the front-facing screen on the AKASO Brave 7. So if you attach 2 objects to a rig, you can use this screen to see what you're filming instead of having to constantly turn around to see in the back screen. You've got both options, so you can see what you're filming from any angle. All right, so the third shot is push-through shots. Generally, to get a push-through shot, you need to have either a really small lens or a really small camera. And the AKASO Brave 7 is perfect for it. It's super small and tiny, allowing you to put it through many things that you couldn't fit a normal camera through. So get creative with these push-through shots. You can push through chip bags, water bottles, books, really anything that you can think of to get this really cool, unique shot. It makes it feel like the world around you is a lot bigger than it actually is because the perspective is coming from such a small wide-angle camera. All right guys, so the 4th shot that we have is time lapses and hyperlapses. This is basically where the camera takes photos at intervals and then stitches them together to create a cohesive video that is sped up a lot faster than normal video. So I like to record time lapses of myself working or of the sunset, things like that. Anything that has some continual movement throughout is gonna lend itself nicely to a good time lapse or hyperlapse. All right, so number 5 is these high angle shots. Sometimes they look like fake drone shots. They're super cool. With these cameras being so lightweight, you can easily mount them on top of a boom pole or a light stand and get a unique high angle with these. So what I've done is I've mounted this camera on the top of a light stand, allowing me to get the camera really high in the air and create this unique fake POV type drone shot. All right guys, so those are 5 unique shots that you can get with the AKASO Brave 7. Now let's take a look at the footage and see how it stacks up. Does this camera live up to the hype? Let's find out. All right, so the first thing I noticed when looking at the footage from the AKASO Brave 7 is that image quality. This thing actually has pretty good detail in 4K, a lot more detail than most other action cameras within this price range. Now, as far as video formats go, you have H.264 and H.265. I prefer to shoot in H.264 since it's easier for my computer to edit, but you can shoot in H.265 to save on space while recording high quality video. Another thing I enjoy about this action camera is the 20 megapixel photos. Now this camera can record photos in both JPEG and RAW, giving you more flexibility in post. And the color science is excellent. I'm actually really impressed with the AKASO Brave 7 because most other action cameras, again, within this price range, have horrible color science, but the AKASO Brave 7 is actually really good. Skin tones look natural, blues and reds and greens all look very natural and organic, and so I'm very, very impressed with this action camera. Now those raw photos are gonna require a bit more effort in post to get them looking the same, so most of the time I just shoot JPEG, but if you want, you can go ahead and record both JPEG and RAW so that you have all the options available to you in post. And between both photos and videos, dynamic range is pretty good as well. There is a WDR or wide dynamic range setting that I've turned on in the camera to expand that dynamic range, and I'm very pleased with the results. All right, now let's do some microphone tests and see how this thing sounds. All right, so now you're listening to the built-in microphone on the AKASO Brave 7. I'm indoors. This room has no sound treatment, so you're gonna hear what this would sound like in most indoor situations. All right, so now this is an outdoor test with the microphone on the AKASO Brave 7. I am a little bit backlit, as you can see, so this will also give you an idea of the dynamic range of the camera and the audio quality that you can expect outdoors. So as you can hear, this thing sounds okay. It's not the best in the world, but for a camera that you're gonna be mounting in a lot of different spots, you're probably not gonna be super worried about audio anyway. But for vlogging, hanging out with friends, recording some casual video clips on this thing, this audio is gonna be just fine. All right, another feature that I love is the ability to lock the screen on this thing so that you don't accidentally change settings or power off the camera while you're using it. As far as features and specs go, this camera has 2 screens, one on the front, one on the back, allowing you to see what you're recording from all angles. It also records 4K video at up to 30 frames per second, along with some slow motion options, and it records 20 megapixel photos. And I love that the front lens cover can come off so that if I were to break it, I can just replace the front lens without having to replace the entire action camera. So this thing feels like it's built to last, and I'm really, really impressed with the build quality. All right, so there you guys have it, my thoughts on the AKASO Brave 7 and 5 unique shots that you can get with action cameras. If you guys want to pick up one of these for yourself, go ahead and hit that link down in the description below and use code STUDIOMckay at checkout to get 20% off of your purchase. And I will see you guys in the next video.